what's going on? David Avellan here with Spencer, and I'm going to go over a way of controlling the mount that I like to use a lot, okay? And we can do this in two variations, one with an underhook mount, one with an overhook mount, and it opens up a lot of attacks between Omo Plata, triangles, and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this is going to look like. So let's go ahead and break this down. So I did it with an overhook because this is usually easier to get. You know, people usually don't want underhooks. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap an overhook, and then once I have the overhook, I'm going to step in deep. Okay, and almost simultaneously on this side here, I'll use the forearm to block the shin. His bicep, so I can move my shin forward. Okay, so I'm here. I'm blocking this. Boom. Okay, and now at this point, let's move a little bit here. All right, I got the blade of my shin over the top of his bicep, foot on the other side. I have my hips just above, underneath his armpit rather. Okay, and I could sit on that if I wanted to put more pressure on him. And my torso here is clamping down. Let me move a little bit here. Clamping down towards this side. So even like this, if he tries to move his arm right now, it's locked up. All right, because I'm just using my hips and my leg to smash the elbow. And by smashing this elbow, you pretty much shut down the whole arm here. So you can even reinforce it just by sort of like clasping here. MMA, great position. Wow, boom, you get this ground and pound all day here. But as far as like submission attacks, a lot of stuff you can do here. Like one, there's a Kimura here if you really wanted it. If I see that wrist open, I can just reach back, grab the wrist, thread this here, boom, easy Kimura right there. All right, and then depending on how he reacts, there's other things we can do. Again, if he starts reaching up or something like this here, I can look for, reverse arm lock here. Like I did before, I could also go into a Omo Plata just by falling over to the side here. Boom, okay. And coming in this way, and we'll move back a little bit. So again here, all I would do, pull my ankle over his head as I drag this way, while I'm also going to look to secure his hip. Right, so I'm sorry, let me move you up this way, Spencer. There we go. So here, right, and then that puts me in my Omo Plata, and I could just here, we go back. Oops. Another thing we can do here is go right into a triangle. All I gotta do is what I call it windshield wipe, swipe that one in, okay? Now I can control the head, boom. And I can stay on top if I wanted to get like a mounted triangle, come in here. Or, if he's rolling into you, he might barrel you over. And, I could fall into a guard triangle here. Okay. And again, there's lots of other stuff that you can figure out from here. One thing here, I can look to get into what they call like a no-arm darts choke, or like, I think they call this a ninja choke. I saw someone teach this online. I forgot who. We call it a ninja choke here, where instead of doing a darts with the arm in, just go all neck right here. And I can do my figure four. It's a really nasty choke. But yeah, I can't even lock it up because it's already done. You can even do, baseball choke from this position as well. So a lot of submission attacks just from this basic position. And again, just to demonstrate all I'm doing here, again, I'll cover one side, all right? Other side, deep overhook, lock the shin, step up, clamp the body tight here. Again, I can free it. I'm giving him a bit of a crank on the arm here, right? Yeah, so again, you might want to be careful here because I can, just like by putting enough pressure here, it's like a Kimura. Just because his shoulder is kind of jacked up, if I do this here, you see, so you can really crank him pretty bad here. All right, and this same thing can be done with an underhook, right? Like If you know you don't like the overhooks, maybe you're acting like you're going from an arm triangle and he's putting a lot of downward pressure here so I can't raise. Same thing here. When you do the underhook, you're gonna land a lot more comfortable into that arm, reverse arm lock here, just because it's gonna be over your shoulder. And then I could also switch out and go into an arm bar here as well. So you can see this high underhook mount or high overhook mount gives you a lot of great attacks. It's great for MMA just because of the ground pound position you get. So go ahead and give it a shot and let me know what you think.